The first thing that went wrong was the silence. Not quiet, silence. The kind that presses inward like sound itself has decided not to exist here anymore. I noticed it when my tires rolled onto the main street, and suddenly I couldn't hear them. No crunch of gravel, no hum of asphalt. Even my engine sounded muted, like it was being swallowed. I lifted my foot off the gas and coasted. The town sign came into my headlights, weathered wood with peeling white paint. Briar Glen, population 412. No county listed, no founding year, just the name. I slowed to a stop beneath it, the silence thick enough that I could hear my own pulse. That's when I realized something else. There were no insects, no crickets, no cicadas, nothing buzzing in the dark. I should have turned around right then. Instead, I drove in. Briar Glen sat in a shallow valley somewhere inland, far enough from the coast that the fog never reached it. I'd never heard of it before, which wasn't unusual. California is full of forgotten towns, but my GPS hadn't recognized it either. No signal, no map, just a road that led straight in and, apparently, nowhere else. The houses were small and evenly spaced, every porch light off. Street lamps lined the road, unlit, though the bulbs looked intact. The town felt paused, like someone had pressed stop in the middle of an ordinary evening. Then I saw movement. A man stood on the sidewalk outside a grocery store, holding a paper bag. He wasn't moving, just standing there, head slightly tilted, eyes forward. I rolled down my window. "Hey," I said, "sorry to bother you. Do you know how to get back to Route 46? He didn't respond. I tried again, louder. His eyes shifted toward me, slow and deliberate. He smiled, but only with his mouth. His eyes stayed flat. "Welcome to Briar Glen," he said calmly. "You staying long?" "No," I said, "just passing through." The smile tightened. "Everyone is," he said. Then he turned and walked away, grocery bag swinging gently at his side. I didn't hear his footsteps. I found the motel at the edge of town, a single-story strip with flickering neon that read Glen Motel. One vacancy sign glowed red. Inside, the air smelled faintly of bleach and something old. The woman at the desk looked up from a ledger, her movements precise and practiced. "One night," I said, "just until morning." She nodded and slid a key across the counter. "No IDs required," she said. "We don't keep records." That should have stopped me, but exhaustion has a way of dulling fear. As I turned to leave, she added, "If anyone asks how long you've been here, tell them less than a day." I paused. Why would anyone ask? Her eyes flicked up, meeting mine for the first time. "They won't," she said, "unless you give them a reason." The room was clean, too clean. No dust, no stains, no signs of wear. The bedspread looked like it had never been slept in. I set my bag down and checked the locks twice. Outside, the silence persisted. No cars, no wind, nothing. I lay on the bed, staring at the ceiling, trying to rationalize everything. Maybe the town ran on an odd power grid. Maybe it was a closed community. Maybe a knock at the door. 3 slow taps. I froze. Another knock. "Sir," a man's voice said, "just need to ask you something." I checked the peephole. 2 men stood outside, both wearing plain gray jackets. No logos, no badges. Their expressions were neutral, almost bored. I cracked the door an inch. "What is it?" "Just routine," the taller one said. "How long have you been in Briar Glen?" I remembered the woman's warning. "Couple hours," I said. "Got here late." They exchanged a glance. "That's good," the shorter one said. "Make sure it stays that way." "Why?" I asked. The taller man leaned closer, lowering his voice. "Because people who stay longer start to notice things," he said. "And people who notice things tend to disappear." My stomach dropped. Disappear how? The shorter man smiled. This one reached his eyes. Quietly, they stepped back. "Sleep well," the tall one said. I didn't hear them walk away. I didn't sleep. Around 3 in the morning, I heard something outside my window. Breathing, slow, rhythmic, close. I held my breath, listening. It wasn't human. Too deep, too steady, like something massive inhaling through the ground itself. The sound lasted several minutes, then faded. When morning came, the town looked normal. Too normal. People walked the streets, cars moved, a diner buzzed with low conversation, birds chirped like nothing had happened. I sat at the diner counter, nursing burnt coffee, watching the locals. They all shared the same trait. No one asked questions. A man spilled his drink and didn't react. A child stared blankly at the wall while her mother fed her without speaking. When someone dropped a fork, it hit the floor without a sound. I leaned toward the waitress. "Has anyone gone missing around here?" I asked Cassie.